Hello, hello, welcome back to another Nomifactory. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. Make sure you hit that subscribe, that like, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're all thinking. It's always good to know. A couple little of notes, all right? So dissolved calcium acetate. What am I backed up on? Carbon dioxide acetone. Water should not be a backup. Why is water backed up? Something's wrong. We've got a problem. Yeah, I just logged in, so something's a miss, to say the least. What are we got to be backed up on something here. No. Rocket fuel. Why did rocket fuel start producing again? What? I swear, sometimes these level emitters just stop working. Which is a little annoying. Why is acetone not going in here? Because it keeps getting filled with other stuff. Okay. Why is rocket fuel on? Why am I getting rocket fuel? I'm at the limit. Stop it. Stop it, rocket fuel. Dang damn it. I tell you. Okay. That's really frustrating, to say the least, because, yeah, I have not used rocket fuel, but it seems like I'm logging in and it let's see, let's go 30 million. I guess let's just lower the limit and see if that fixes it. But yeah, I had this problem earlier as well. So I'm not sure if it's like a boundary or distance thing, but as you can see, yeah, I have to, eventually sometimes empty out some rocket fuel. It's strange. I don't understand. Maybe it's a loading in issue. Again, not really too sure what's causing it, but not ideal, to say the least. We need to make sure that that doesn't happen, because that's a lot of production that we lose out on if that backs up like that. So acetone should be coming in somewhere here. Where is our acetone, and why is it not coming in? Acetone, right there. Why is this not working? I have acetone. Something's backed up here. Something's backed up here. Oh, God. Carbon dioxide. See? This is the type of things, little tiny microcosms of problems. And I knew this going into this system, but I want to kind of play around with it a little bit. So, all right, so carbon dioxide is full right there, that one. So what are we going to do about that? So carbon dioxide, I think we can centrifuge it. I know we need it for this, which we're going to use some of that right away. We could electrolyze some of it. I think what I'm going to do right now is we're just going to throw a tank downstairs, kind of what we've been doing with the other stuff, to let it overflow and void out. So I think that's our best solution at the moment. So we'll just throw that, we'll void excess, and we'll throw it in line here with a fluid storage bus. I don't think I have one of them. Anyways, this is a complete and utter sidetrack, to say the least. This is not what I had planned for today at the moment, but let's get this done. You know, it's these little details that cause us problems. But yeah, okay, good, excellent, priority 0. That should activate right away and fix our problem, hopefully. Right? Carbon dioxide, please. Device missing channel. There we go. Device online. Excellent. Okay. So that should get things going again back for our acetone. Ah, beautiful. There we go. It's all cleared up. Very nice. So, fun little fact. Dissolved calcium acetate. Okay. This system here that I've created is 100% renewable. All right. So, you take some calcite. So what do you lose again? I can't remember. Oh, you lose a little bit of acidic acid, I think, but it's almost renewable. So some quicklime with some acidic acid gets you dissolved calcium acetate. And then dissolved calcium acetate in a distillation tower gets you acetone, carbon dioxide, and water. And you get the quicklime back. So you're basically just converting some acetic acid into the acetone, right? Which works out pretty good. And acetic acid is not that difficult to make by any means. It's, you know, fermented biomass basically in a distillery, or you can do the wood vinegar, all of that. But what I've really ultimately done is oxygen, ethylene, or carbon monoxide and methanol. We have all of these as possibilities. So there's a lot of different ways, this one as well, to get your acetic acid. Okay. So anyways, that's pretty cool because that will just keep on filtering through. We will always have 60 of the quicklime in the system and it'll just keep going, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. So that thing is what we're doing for renewed acetone over and over and over again. And that is getting us our bisphenol A, which is getting us our epoxy. Yes. That's correct. I did go ahead and finished up the epoxy line. I even got myself some epoxy resin sheets over here. Just 2048 of them. No big deal, right? Equally, I've also set up primal mana to be processed. And I also set up another system beside here, which this is that quicklime acetic acid one. But this one here, right, the chloroform and hydrofluoric acid to get our tetrafluoroethylene, and then our tetrafluoroethylene with air to get the what is it? I can't remember. PTFE, which we had already made once before. So the polytetrafluoroethylene. Excellent. Amazing. I am the best, right? So that handles a few more liquids off our plate that we had from over there, which is good. And then equally, I've built this entire system over here. And what is this entire system? Well, it's a lot of drawers, but as you can see, we are getting into ore processing today. So I've set up an ender chest, inputting into a drawer to basically give us all of the different ores that we get from mining. Now, I don't have them all just yet, but I have a good portion of them, right? And let's actually go see this in action because, well, I'm not getting any right now. So let's turn the system back on and see how good or not good it is, right? So we fly on back to the overworld, just like so. And I'm just going to head right on over to where I had my miner. Now, we can upgrade this miner as well as we go throughout the systems to get more and more and more. So let's remove this. We're all done here. There's our ender chest that links it up. Okay, beautiful. Excellent, excellent. So I've set up another waypoint right over here. This is where we're going on the next one. And I kind of just come through and I say, okay, we're going right there. Perfect. So boom, we got our HV, same old system that we had before for our builds and connected up to the ender chest. Very straightforward. Nothing too crazy here. So this is working. It's getting us our stuff. It's going in here and it will get sorted and filed back at our other base. Works pretty well for me. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm not sure which one am I at here. Not this one. Okay, excellent. And then let's head on back home to the void. Oh, not yet. Hold up. Hold up. I did forget one vital thing here. We need to chunk load it, and then we remove the other one. There we go. Now we can head on back to our main base. So again, very straightforward. I'm kind of just going in 3 chunk sections with that miner, which is pretty straightforward for the most part. And when we come over to our ore processing area, you'll see it somewhat in action. So this guy is sorting it into these drawers. We are getting items. Well, you're not really seeing it all that much, are you? No, it's all staying at 0. Well, what's happening to it? Great question. It's actually going behind the walls over here into this system here. Now, I probably could have simplified this, loading up an ender chest, unloading it with item conduits, all of that type of stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's many ways to do this system. There's compact versions out there. There's a lot of different possible solutions for this. I did stick with ME for this, and that was my personal choice. Okay. But as you can see, all of the different ores are loaded into these ME interfaces that we currently possibly have at this point in time. So you just saw some Chal copyright, right, come through. Excellent. And it's working its way through. Now, I've gone through this for probably about 2 full days, and we have, I think it's like 18 or so macerators. But as you can see, we even had centrifuge cassiterite ore, and we have some Realgar ore coming through, right? But you can kind of see all these things working in the background. As you can see, we had got I could probably put these on round robin to improve things as well, but I don't think it'll matter that much at the moment. So every ore has its own little system and route that it goes on. And that's based on what I determined the most efficient route for that ore is. So, for example, we have these ones here, like the crushed cassiterite that we're getting right now is coming into this interface here, which this one is connected up to thermal centrifuges. And as you can see, it's working its way through, and this is getting us cassiterite, stone dust, and bismuth. So bismuth is the extra production that we want. So all of the crushed ores end up in this area here, and each one has either I'm voiding it. You can see the void symbols on certain ones that I feel it's not worth my time to automate because I have other ways to produce it. And then there's other ones that are zeroed out like this, that as soon as it comes in here, it's going all the way through the system. Okay. Like lazurite, sodalite, lapis, etc. Okay. There's a few here that have signs on them, 5 to be exact, that require a chemical bath, which is something we'll make here shortly. And then the final product ends up in this wall right here. Okay. And there's a lot of different options here again, right? Like, okay, lazurite dust. I never need more than 2,048 of that. Just don't, right? Cassiterite dust, same thing. We pretty much don't need that at all, right? But we'll just leave it in that and void it, right? Whereas black granite here, okay, well, the whole system can use that. That's one of the reasons I wanted this to be on the ME system. We have a storage connector, a storage bus down below. So we have access to all of these over here as well over there, right? So like magnesium here is full, right? But I think it's going somewhere else in the system as well. Right? Silver, calcium, etc., etc., etc. And we get in some rutile. We're getting some cinnabar. All of these awesome, awesome items. We have 32,000 lapis dust, for example. Right? So a lot of good byproducts and things like that that really kind of, we're going to be going through each and every one of these and adding it as either a centrifuge, an electrolyzer, all of that type of stuff all in due time. Here's a good one right here, rare earth, right? Rare earth is a fantastic resource that we have to centrifuge. If you remember, we did this in the past to get our samarium, neodymium, cadmium, cerium, yttrium, and lanthanum. Right? Well, we got 2,300 of it just from this byproduct, right? So again, little things like this that really go a long way. Almandine, right? Electrolyze it, get a lot of oxygen and basically some byproduct, right? But I would like to use it. Why not? Why not? Red garnet, okay, you get pyrope, almandine, and spessartine, right? So just these little things as we go through the system. I'm avoiding out and getting rid of the items we don't care much about, but keeping and processing the ones that we do. Redstone ore. If you're playing in this pack, keep your redstone ore in ore form. Okay. And the reason being is in the large chemical reactor, you actually need redstone ore with sulfuric acid to get destabilized redstone and crushed rhodochrosite. Crushed rhodochrosite is required for elite plating. Okay. So it's probably one you definitely want to keep around. And there's other ways to get redstone and cinnabar. So keep that one in mind. I think that's the only ore that I found that actually has a use. Okay. From the macerators, from the crushed systems here, you know, from all of that type of stuff, it ends up in this wall here where we either have impure piles, purified piles, we have some crushed ores, some centrifuge ones all coming in, and then that hits our washing machines over here. We have 2 washing plants. They have the infinite GregTech water cover on them. Pretty nice and easy, not complicated. And these are all lined up again with ME to kind of track and keep track of things as we push them through the system. Over here is our lapis dust coming down to our autoclave with distilled water. Okay. This recipe right here has a 100% to give us lapis lazuli. Very good. We will slowly but surely gain lapis in the background. I can always add another one over time, right? Pretty straightforward. Okay, beautiful. Underneath all of this, so centrifuge gives you some tiny piles of stuff. Well, the tiny piles are just going into this system. So the bismuth was one, right? Where we're getting the final dust out of all of the byproducts that we're currently producing. Okay. I think this one's still open. So little details like that to kind of wrap our head around that. The next step in this whole process is the chemical bathing, right? So chemical bath is the next big one. And for that, we're going to need the sodium persulfate, which is an item that we haven't really been using enough of. We built it a while ago, but now we can actually put it to work. So without further ado, we're just going to connect these up like so. Excellent. And we are going to, of course, filter as per normal, like everything in life. We're going to filter that to the sodium persulfate. And we're going to go look at one of those signs for the chemical bath. Okay. So what is this one? Tin ore, right? Well, tin ore, when we put it through the chemical bath with sodium persulfate, gets us zinc dust. Amazing. That's what we really want here. And it's also going to get us purified tin ore. And purified tin ore, we're probably going to pulverize again to get more potential of zinc dust. And then we wash that into tin dust, and then we basically throw that away. As bad as it sounds. So here's a perfect example where we're going to bring our crushed tin ore over to here. And I'm actually going to make this a completely separate interface because we can. And you know what? I'm even going to go a little bit further for now. We're just going to put it right above it as well. Because, again, we can. Okay? All right. Good. So we have a purple input, we have a blue input, and a brown input. So this one is going to be an insert, but we're going to make it the next one in the line. And we're going to go with a cyan. Okay? This is going to extract then on cyan, and that way it won't ever use any of these other machines. It'll just keep to itself, right? Over here, we have the insert on blue, so we will maintain that as well over here. Insert on blue. There's our sodium persulfate. Excellent. Then up here, boom, we're going to put in our crushed tin ore, and we'll throw in, say, 16 or so, like that. Silence our system to the best of our ability. And there we go. We're getting our outputs. Very nice. Now, where are we putting all of this? Well, that's a great question. Underneath this whole platform, we have the next step. And that next step is going to go right here. And we'll just copy this guy right here. And we'll apply it right here. Okay. Now, what's this doing? Well, it's going to send all of that stuff into this ender chest. And as you can see, it's backing up, and because we have no home for the zinc and we have no home for the purified tin. The stone dust is finding its way into the systems, but we can pull these out and we can place them in their new homes. So, purified tin ore. We need to pulverize this again, right? So, let's just throw it right in here. No big deal. And let's grab another one, and we're just going to run all the way over here to this system. And again, I don't mind having this duplicated up like this at all. We're full. We're full. That's a bit more of a problem. I think we can finally start to fill up the other side here. What are we at on channel? 17. So many. It's not even funny available to us. All right, perfect. So this will be our purified tin. And we'll throw that up to 16, and that will get processed nicely. So that should find its way once I properly conduit it, which is getting a little bit precarious, I'm not going to lie. So first things first, we'll remove that, and then we'll steal that one. Oh boy, fall through the air. It's fine. No big deal. There we go. Steal that one, apply it here, and away we go. Okay, excellent. Purified tin ore is finding its home. Again, we're going to get zinc dust and purified. So my purified tin, well, that needs to go to the wash, right? So that comes down to this ender chest here, which I have filters on at the moment. And we're going to filter in purified pile of tin dust. Like I said, I know there's better ways to do this. You don't have to tell me. Don't spam me completely. But if there is any small tips that you see with the current system, do please let me know, okay? That will find its home over here. Then we need to place down our zinc dust. Well, I'm going to put it right there, and that'll find that we start to load up with that. That's good. All right, this guy we need to wash, so let's bring it on over. Do I have any washing available? Nope, we are full. All right, no big deal. Let's throw down another interface. I don't care. Resources are not a problem when it comes to this stuff, like ME interfaces and things like that. So I'm not concerned in the slightest about utilizing too many of these things or anything like that. This is just a part of doing business. Now we have, I think, 2 going to blue. We have 2 going to brown. So I guess let's send this one to brown as well for right now. And that's going to get us tin dust. And I don't remember if I have tin dust somewhere. I think I do. Looks like I do, because it's all coming out of there. And it's all now effectively processed. That's pretty darn sweet. Now, the thing is, we're backed up right now. We're going to have this running for quite some time on tin, because I have, how much was it? 2683 of that ore. So each cycle, etc., etc., you're going to slowly burn through that tin dust, right? What's going on here? Do I not, am I voiding this one? I actually don't know. Calcium, I do not need. Magnesium, I don't really need. Bentwite, I mean, maybe. I'm just not processing it right now, I guess. Or voiding it. That seems a little fishy. I must have missed this one. We can pulverize, wash, just to get that result. That might be not bad, actually. Just to get some bentonite. So maybe I'll just do that route where we just make it impure and away we go. All right, cool. Let's add it to the system. That'll back things up a little bit, to say the least. We only have a bazillion of it. So, all right, there we go. So all of this is starting to work. We're going to see everything coming through here. We got some coal ore coming in. We got some, things like that are coming through the system, zeolite, etc. But as you can see, it's catching all of this stuff and doing what it needs to do in terms of process. So, on that note, the impure pile, we need to deal with that now. And I think I just finished filling that up, didn't I? Another one. We have another one. No big deal. I think this is our last potential, though. I guess we can go underneath. So that's a thing. All right. Anyways, little details. I'm going to finish up this because I can. And then we will maybe add another chemical bath. I want to make sure that we have enough stuff, right, at all times. So might be a good idea to add another bath here so that we don't run into any problems. So now that that's all done, I've automated all of, well, some of the chemical bath items. It hasn't gone through the system yet. I'll have to hang around and let it go. I can force it. Maybe I'll do that quickly. If we just kind of grab them like this, replace the one that we have in there, it's going to allow us to force the item a little bit more so. So that's kind of nice. And then we can do it here as well, just to kind of make sure that we're, okay, let's go finish automating it, right, fully. Just one of those little details. Is this chem bath? Oh, but that's with mercury. Oh, okay. Yeah, crushed nickel's a little different. All right, that's fine. Good to know. But yeah, so I can finish up automating those through the ender chest here and whatnot, as we should be getting purified cobalite, zincite, malachite, yellow limite, and cobalt oxide. Okay, good. Again, pretty straightforward. I'm just going to throw them in here for right now. They can start to build up. They can do whatever they want as we go through the process. These two items, though, we'll throw into here as per normal. Okay, cool. So now that that's kind of sort of done, obviously I have to finish that up. And we're going to have to set up the nickel for a different process. So I'm just going to nuke that one out of there so that I can remember that we need another chemical bath with a completely separate output and interface, kind of like what I did before. I want to make sure that I do it again, right? Little tiny details like this. I'm just trying to make it as organized as I can in a disorganized mess, if that makes sense. So yeah, just one of those little details overall. We have plenty of channels, so I'm not too worried at the moment about it, but yeah. And that's going to get us, I think, platinum it was, if I recall. That one, when you bath it, yeah, platinum dust, which is super helpful as well, because platinum dust is going to allow us to make a lot of different things down the road, including just getting ourselves the platinum bars, platinum ingots, sorry, I should say, which you can then, you know, wire mill right into our platinum wire. So that is definitely a good next step. But yeah, otherwise things are going pretty well. We're gonna work through these processes and get things done over here. But overall, very, very happy with the setup. I think it's gonna work okay. It's not the fastest, I will say that. But I think everything is mostly in place and ready to work passively. Now, again, there's a few ores that I know are out there that we have not gotten yet. So I definitely want to see some of those come through before we get too carried away here. Bentoite. Are these all full with bentoite? It appears that way. Yeah, looks like we're getting pretty much all the bentoite going in the system. All right, cool. I'm going to, again, force our hand a little bit here by replacing some of these with other products so that we can get them running through the system and going in the way that I need them to go. Okay? Easy peasy. All right, impure malachite, calcite dust. Really? We don't have a spot for calcite dust? I'm surprised by that. Cobaltite. Very good. What is the output of this? Cobalt. I should have that already. Impure. What is the backup for that? Brown limonite. I don't know if I have that one yet. Let's confirm before I get too far. Anyways, all things considered, we're already at kind of a bit of a stopping point. A long video in my regards, as I've been working on this one for a while. Okay, we do have brown limite already going. I've been working on this one for a while, and it's been meticulous. It's been one of those ones where it's, okay, let's set something up. Let's monitor it. What does that mean? Where are we going with it, right? All of that type of stuff over a longer period of time. So it's taken a while, but this is a key step to automate, you know, the micro miners, to automate ore drillers and, you know, all of that type of stuff as well in our system. So yeah, just one of those little details. All right, calcite. Yeah, I guess I don't have calcite. We'll throw that in there. Okay, cool. I'm actually surprised by that. But yeah, all things considered, pretty darn good. I'm going to throw these into the wash. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I really do hope you all enjoyed it. I've tried my best to keep things moving along, progressing. This is a pretty big step. I'm not going to lie. It seems like a simple thing, but it's not. It's been a lot, to say the least. So as you can see with all the tinkering I'm doing while you're watching, yeah, it's not an easy little thing. All right, yellow limite. Really? I don't have that? Really? I guess not. I mean, it's not pulling it out. All right. I don't have the yellow limite dust yet. All right. And malachite dust. Well, fun times. Adding more to the wall. Why not? Away we go. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Make sure you, like I said, leave that like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really do appreciate it. And I got to automate that Mercury setup. See you next time.